I was born and grew up in a very beautiful part of the world. This was the north coast of Cornwall in England. And right from a very early age, moving and living in this beautiful environment gave me a natural sense and passion for nature. But it was a wonderful experience to grow up there as a young child and have this wonderful coastline, although I don't come from a wealthy background. And then one day I heard the sound of rock and roll on my sister's small transistor radio, and this created another massive passion in my life. And all I wanted to do from this moment on was to find out how this sound was made and how I could maybe make it and make somebody else feel like I had felt when I first heard it. This wasn't so easy though, because electric guitars at that time were very, very expensive. And so I started to think about how I could make one myself. And started to work with my hands, which created another nice feeling of how you can live and with your own imagination and create things for yourself just by working with your hands. And this has stayed a very big thing in my life. Then I heard another kind of music completely, and this was the classical guitar and the music from Spain. And this was another amazing falling in love kind of experience. It's a great feeling to just play with one guitar with no electronic equipment and this kind of thing. Then I moved to Germany. I came to Germany, I met a lovely girl here, and she came to live in England with me for a while, and then we moved back to Germany, and then I started to play with a partner, and this was quite successful, and I toured all over Germany for a long time with him and had a lot of fun, met a lot of people, made some good friends. And then later, more recently, jazz came into my life, and I started to play with a band called the Sazerac Swingers. And this was a new experience completely, because although I'd always liked to hear jazz very much, in my teenage times I listened to Billie Holiday and the great horn players from the 30s and 40s, but I'd never actually ever played this kind of music. And this has come back in a big way now, because we have a lot of fun. And it's very nice to play with much younger people, and get ideas from each other, and we're touring around and hopefully making people feel happy with this music. One of the aspects about this Robinson Crusoe style of living that I've somehow dropped into is that I've realized you can get a lot of powerful feeling out of just the simple things in life, the simple things you do and enjoy, as opposed to what you own, what you have, what you can buy. Just these very simple pleasures of reading in front of an open fire in the winter, or going on the bicycle through the nature on a sunny morning. These things give the feeling inside a lot of power, I think, certainly for me. A problem for me at this age of my life, to look back and come to some kind of summary or life conclusion, is that I don't feel any older, because I'm still living the same way I did as a young man. And this is a very nice feeling to actually still enjoy the passion of the things you enjoy in life, without thinking of, you're coming to the autumn of your life, because I don't actually feel like that. Although of course it's true, it must be true, and I think life goes on to the end, and as long as I can play music and work in the nature and build things with my hand, I'll always have a feeling of going forward.
Down south.